Alright, next up I'm going to show you how you can use the pitch effect to create tempo synchronized harmonies, again with the guitar. And I'm going to be using an example track. I've prepared a little backing track in Loopy, and this is, I guess, kind of an adaptation of part of Loud Pipes by Ratatat. So first I'll just play a little bit of it with the backing track so you can hear what it's going to sound like, and then we'll just reverse engineer it. So here it is. So that's it's kind of fun. That's the backing track, and now I'm going to show you how I got that effect. So first of all, I've changed the clock settings somewhat. I've switched from 1 measure to 2 measures, and from 2 beat divisions to 4. Now the reason I had to do that is because this song has some rhythmic elements where the notes are changing on 16th note beat divisions, and so as a result it's useful to divide up our pattern into 16th note steps. So let's go to pitch and see what that looks like. So let me show you what you're looking at here. Down here in pitch transpose 2, we are transposing our sound to 7 half steps up, that's a fifth. And then up here in pitch transpose 1, that's kind of where the magic is happening, and we're switching between a major third and a minor third. So let's just clear this out and build that from scratch so you can see what that looks like. So I'm going to bring the audio bus connection panel back in so that I can toggle our backing track. So let's turn the effect on, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take pitch transpose 2, and I'm going to slide it up so that it's set to roughly 7 half steps up, which again is a fifth, and I'm going to take pitch transpose 1 and move it 4 half steps up, which is major third. Now I'm going to play along with the backing track, and you're going to notice most likely that something doesn't sound quite right. So what you're hearing there is you're hearing a major chord harmony being played throughout the backing track, which if you know a little bit about music theory and how harmonies are composed, you'll realize that a major chord harmony is not going to be appropriate for every note within a melody that you're playing. There are times when you need to use minor, and there are times when you need to use major. And so it's helpful to know a little bit about the harmonic structure of your song if you're going to try to do this. It is a bit of an advanced technique, but here's how you do it. So I know that in this pattern I need to use a minor third on the second 16th note of beat 1, the E of 1 as I would call it. So I'm going to put my finger at the bottom to make sure that I've got the right position, and I'm just going to slide that up to there, maybe a little further, so that I've got a minor third. And then I'm going to just pull that across for for a little ways. Okay, so now I've switched from 4 half steps up transposition to 3 half steps up transposition right there. Now the next place that I need to change the harmony is going to be on the second 16th note of beat 3. This is beat 3, and this is the second 16th note right here. So I'm going to pull from the bottom, and I'm going to pull that up to a major third, and I'm going to drag it across. Okay, so we've just got 2 more yet to do. I need to switch back to a minor third on the second 16th note of beat 4. That's here. So I'm going to slide that up to a minor third and drag it across. And lastly, I need to switch back to a major third on the third 16th note of beat 3 here in the second measure. So that's going to be right here. And I'm just going to pull that up so that it's major, and then drag it to the end. Let's see if I can get that a little bit straighter, just because it looks nicer. Okay, so that should do it. Let's get that connection panel back, if we can, and let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so it sounds like we got it right there. Now let's just look at a few of the options that we can use here. So we could increase or decrease the glissando, but it's not going to make much difference in this case because the only changes in parameter values are pretty small, so the glide time is going to be fairly negligible. We can adjust the pitch mix, which effectively in this case is going to be the mix of the harmony. So if we just want kind of a hint of harmony, we can set it down to around 20%. Let's see what that sounds like. And I think I prefer to hear quite a bit more harmony, so I'm going to set it in the middle. Let's see what else we can do that would just be kind of fun. We could take the pitch transpose 2, which is currently set to 7 half steps up, and we could set it to 5 half steps down, which is also a fifth, but it's a fifth below the root note. So this could be interesting. Let's see what it sounds like. Which is kind of cool because harmonically it's exactly the same as what we were just doing before, but by taking that pitch transpose 2 and putting it below the root note, we get a fairly different sound. We could also try something like this, just add an octave below. So we're not going to have the same harmonic character, but we'll still have something that's fairly interesting. Now, just for a moment here, I'm going to show you what the guitar sounds like without the pitch. So that you can contrast these two. Or we could do something like this. We could switch octaves on the fly. And I'm not doing this with any particular rhythmic intent. I'm just kind of dragging between octaves, which I know are going to be harmonically suitable for this part because I'm not juxtaposing any different pitches, just pitches shifted to different octaves. Let's see what that sounds like. So that's how you can use the pitch effect to get cool harmonies. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Hope it was useful for you, and I hope that you have a lot of fun and that you get to come up with some sounds that you haven't come up with before, and that it inspires you. That's why we made it. So thanks.